Well, he's, injured, not with us. Good news, from what I understand, is that, if he continues to move the way he is, he will be able to be back with us. It won't be soon. Would I be privy to talk about the whys and the wherefores? No. Because there are extenuating, circumstances that are still ongoing. But needless to say, it's unfortunate, and it's, you never know. We were talking about it over there on this set with the Big Ten. You're always going to get some surprises. You got 100 kids. I'm sure some of you that have 3 kids get surprises, and some are very, very unfortunate. Some maybe you had a lot to do with them happening, but from what I gather, Tyler didn't have much to do with what happened. But beyond that, I really can't. No.
No way.
I'm not betting on this year, but be back playing. Which there was a moment where I was nervous about he might not play, and again, he loves this game. But no, just his future to play. They know how hard Tyler works. In fact, he was the weight room guys have been posting this top 10 tenacious list, and I don't really know what the criteria is or anything, but and it's posted on the doorways as you come in the building. And, so as I walk into the building, he was like a guy that was up there at number 1, 2, or 3 every time it seemed like I walked by. And so you can tell how hard he works, and his teammates know that. And he's been here 4 years, and he's done whatever the team needs. He's a special teams guy. He's a go-hard guy. If you want me at safety, I'll play safety. You want me at Sam at backer, I'll play Sam. You want me at nickel, I'll play nickel. You want me to run down the kickoff, I'll do that. So when you have guys like that, of course, they're tremendously appreciated by their teammates. They've been rotating guys around in different positions. Austin Spittler's been playing some Sam, both back in the spring and now. I think today when we were in base personnel, I think it was Austin at the Sam and B-roll at the Mike and Ross at the Will. But that'll rotate, so everybody, Etienne Sabino is a Sam. I'm trying to think of who the youngest is. Jonathan Newsom was lined up at Sam, and the Klein, of course, plays inside. But so all the guys will, they just keep flowing them in and keep rotating them. But you hate losing veterans. Well, they were in a group of about 7 guys that worked out this summer that weren't invited for camp. They've got a little bit more work to do to try to gain an invitation, but at this moment, there's just not one of the group that was selected to come and take part.
Or Robert, either one of them, if things get straight.
But we have 103, I think, out here right now, and so rather than there is a new rule this year that you can replace guys if injured. So we could have gone and brought 105, and then if someone got banged, as long as it's justifiable and true, you could have replaced them. But we decided not, that from a position standpoint, that wasn't what we needed, and so there are still some spots out there that 4 or 5 or 6 guys are trying to earn. Well, learning is really critical, especially as a young bunch. It's amazing. A year ago, you would talk about things that kids had heard for multiple years. A lot of these guys maybe heard it once last year, and who knows if it really was internalized, and a whole bunch of guys never heard it before. So learning is huge. That ability to stay healthy, I get nervous about football with just helmets on because these kids go so hard, and if you can just stay healthy through these 2, which I think we're okay. We've got a couple little hammies that are we're being conservative about, because you hate to spend all their reps on shorts days. But we get to put the shoulder pads on tomorrow, and then the full pads Saturday, and hopefully we'll have enough in, that we can figure out what's the right amount to have, so that we can go try to get real good at the right amount. So just like we talked about in the spring, being healthy enough to get these experiences is critical. In the spring, you have a day on, day off, day on, 3-4 days a week. Now you get to, some days, go twice a day. You get to see yourself on film. And so if you get banged up, just like Brandon saying, I think it was the first day out here last year, he went and missed like 23 practices. That's huge. You're going to fall behind. And so staying healthy, and that's why training was so important this summer. And I think, based upon the training test that we saw them run Monday morning, they looked like they prepared very well. Those young corners, are guys that look pretty skillful. I like those young receivers. I saw Duran make a nice catch over the middle today. Reed Fragel, for a big guy, is a tight end, moves around and catches the ball pretty well. Sam Longo really runs. Man, he should have seen him in the running test. At 290 pounds, he was up running with the D lineman. And someday we ought to have you guys come to the running test to put a little more pressure on him. And put the heat, But, I'm not sure what that means.